welcome to my live. My name is Luann Pygott. I'm a beauty guide with Lime Life by Alcone, and I am going to show you my professional makeup today. That is makeup that has been used on the stars in Hollywood and Broadway by professional makeup artists since the 1960s and has never been available to the general public until now, until about 4.5 years ago. It is professional pro makeup. Nothing like you've ever seen or ever used or ever bought before. This is it right here. It is a plant-based wax. It comes from the leaf of a Brazilian palm tree, this wax does. So it's plant-based. It's not like a candle wax. It is 50% pigment. Anything you buy in the store will be only 18 to 23% pigment. That means you have to hardly use any of it. It does not look cakey. It does not make you break out. It does not settle into fine lines, wrinkles, or pores. It sits on top of your skin like a second layer of skin. It looks like skin and feels like absolutely nothing. All of our products are 30-day money-back guarantee. You absolutely risk nothing. If you'd like to be color matched for the foundation, just let me know. If you would also like to know what skincare would be good for your skin type, let me know and I'll send you what your regimen would be, your best bet to have your skin turn out great. Because after all, makeup can only cover up bad skincare to a certain extent. So if you have good skincare and your skin is in the best condition it can be, your makeup will look the best that it possibly can. So I am still having a hoot doing all this stuff for Halloween. And this is the look I'm doing today. Look how cute. It's a little Scarecrow girl. Isn't she cute? She even has freckles. I don't have freckles, so I'm going to see if I can draw me some freckles on here. So I already have my makeup on from this morning, like 7 o'clock this morning. I have on foundation, concealer. I took off my eye makeup. Because she had different eye makeup than what I had on earlier. So I took off my eye makeup and took off my lipstick because I definitely did not have this lipstick on earlier. And I'm going to redo the eye makeup and the lips and, draw all this stuff on. But I already have on my foundation. My brows are done. I actually have on mascara still. And so I'm just going to kind of start with my base already. So I'm going to start here with the eyeshadow. And her eyeshadow is very orange. Very orange. So I am going to start though with the base color because it'll blend better on top of other eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this color right here from the Danessa Myricks palette. This is a matte palette, all warm, beautiful fall colors. And this is called Rise Up, this color, and it is a light beige, very light beige. And I'm going to use this brush, number 7 eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to pick some up, tap it off so you don't have fallout. Our eyeshadows don't have fallout. If you do this, pick it up, and then tap. If you tap it off, it won't have excess, and you won't end up with it all over your face. So I'm just sweeping that all over my eye from brow to lash to give myself a nice cream color. Or it's not, this is not cream. We have a cream. This one's beige. A nice beige color. Okay, so then I'm going to, if you look at her eyeshadow, it looks like to me she has orange here because it matches her cheeks and her nose. And she has an awful lot of black here. I'm not 100% sure. She either has on the thickest liner ever or she has black eyeshadow on her lids. And since I have hooded eyes, we can't see my lids anyway, I'm probably going to put black shadow on my eyelids because it won't use up all my eyeliner, and I'm not sure that it isn't shadow she has on, so that's just what I'm going to do. Okay, now let's see. Do I want to use, yes, I definitely want to use this. Okay, this is a pretty bright orange that she has on, so I am going to use, because, she's a scarecrow, so she's got on interesting colors. I'm going to use one of our blushes that's called Oh Snap, number 10 Oh Snap. Look at that. See, does that not look like the color that she is wearing? Isn't she cute? This would be a great thing to do for Halloween. Really simple, not a whole lot of work. You could just put this on, pass out candy if you wanted to, or this could be your costume. I just thought it would be fun during the month of October to do Halloween looks, because when else am I going to do Halloween looks, right? So I'm going to start with the eyeshadow and brush number, this is 10. Brush number 10, tapered shadow brush. But this will show you that you can use our blushes as eyeshadows. They're versatile. So if you wanted to buy minimal products, you can still do a lot of stuff and not have to buy absolutely everything all at once if you don't want to. So this is brush number 10. I'm going to pick up some of the eyeshadow, also tap that off, and I'm going to apply it just like eyeshadow And I have to go up high for my hooded eyes. If you don't have hooded eyes, you can go like just above your crease. But I have to go a mile above my crease or you will never see this. But see my crease. See how far down my crease is? But watch. Okay, see now you barely see what I just put on. Then this is how you'll normally see me. So if I put that there at my crease and then you see me, like, you wouldn't even see it. So I don't even know you're going to see the black unless I blink. But this is what mostly shows up, is this orange. So that's what I'm putting on here. And it is this bright of orange that she's wearing. And you will find, if you have blue or green eyes, this orange will make your eyes like sapphires or emeralds. It will just pow with your blue or green eyes. Because orange is the opposite on the color wheel. And what I'm doing is drawing, you can see real well with this orange, an angled line from not quite all the way up to my brow, but toward it, all the way down to my lash line. See how I just draw a little, how simple this is. And then you take start at the top again and go over. And see how I make a little V? It's like a greater than, less than sign. That's all you do to give your eyes a lift and to give them a wider look. So what I was saying is that orange is opposite of blue on the color wheel. And green's right close to blue too. So this will make your, it's a contrasting color to blue and green eyes. Contrasting color. Whereas if you have brown eyes or hazel eyes, this will be a complementary color to your eyes, meaning it will still look good. If you want green or if you want hazel or brown eyes to really pop, you probably want to use like purple or green. Green will be fantastic with them. Or blue. Any colors like that, like the opposite of what your eye color is. And if you say, well, my eyes are brown, that's not really on the color wheel. Well, are your eyes a reddish brown, a yellowish brown, a golden brown, an orangey brown? Like, you know, what kind of... But even if they're like a black brown, you can just... The greens and the blues and the purples will still make them pop. Okay, so there we go. I need maybe just barely a little bit more here. So this is our orange looking eyeshadow, which is actually blush. Because this is more intensely orange than any of our eyeshadows. So it's just easier to use this. Then I'm going to take another brush, number 10. It's the same brush, but it's a clean one. And I'm going to take and just rub the edges here so it's a soft, blended look and not a harsh, blotchy looking thing. You definitely want to do this when you're wearing some crazy colors like this. And I just came from the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. And I found something really fun in the Dollar Tree. Really fun, perfect for Halloween that I'm going to use. And it is probably going to look crazy. But that's okay. It's Halloween. We can be crazy. And look at the difference in that. How softer that looks and how like blotchy that looks. So you want to soften. This is so fun. If you like to play and be artistic and just, you think, oh, I'm not any good at makeup. Halloween makeup? You know how to be good at Halloween makeup. Be a zombie. Be a zombie. You can put the ugliest makeup on of your life. Be something like a witch. Be something, be something, an old hag. You don't have to be good at makeup. Slap it on there. The uglier the better. Be the swamp monster. And then do you have to be good with makeup? No. But this is when it's the most fun and when people like to watch stuff like this because it's more interesting than, oh, there she is putting her own same old makeup on again. This is totally different. It's more fun show to watch, I think. So it's the time to join. If you want to do what I do and you've thought about joining and becoming a beauty guide yourself, October is the month for so many reasons. And there's no pressure. I promise I will not hound you with it. It's just something, if it's for you and you're interested, I'd be glad to have you join my team and partner business with me. So the reasons are you get to do fun makeup like this. You don't have to, but you get to. And secondly, we have a second kit option this month only. Normally our kit's $169, but you get like $500 worth of product or just short of that. Almost $500 worth of product. But if you can't swing that right now, Instead, you can pay for the second kit option, which is only $42. $42. That's it. $42. I was just wondering, yes, she has a little bit of orange under her eye. $42. Then, with that, you get about $50 worth of stuff. You get some skincare samples, some catalogs, skin matching cards, and then you get like a get started and go for it guide that will help you along. You also get to be a true, authentic beauty guide. You get to belong to all the groups, get all the free training. And all the free training is usually videos. It's not, you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to meet anybody. You can just watch the videos. And then again, that's all just optional, even if you just want to do that. But you might want to try it this month and see if it's for you. You know, either kit, either option, you can cancel at any time with no penalty. If you say, oh, you know, I just didn't think that was for me. I don't think I want to do it. Just cancel. That's all you have to do. Very easy. Resign. You just resign, just like you would any job. Okay, I resigned. But give it a try. You don't really risk anything to try either way. Because even if you bought the $169 kit, good grief, you get almost $500 worth of stuff. You get to keep. And it's such good stuff. Okay, let's use brush number 10 again. So if you think you'd like to partner with me in business and join my team and do what I do, and either pay the $169 kit or the $42, which is a lot easier for a lot of people to swing that amount. There's also another thing I haven't mentioned before, actually. Either kit, if you want to make payments on the kit interest-free, you can get either one, and it's an app called Klarna, where you go and you create a ghost card. So it like gives you a credit card, or it's a debit card really. It'll debit your checking account or savings account, whatever account you give it. They will give you a number. It's not an actual physical card, so it's just a number. And then you can go buy the kit or products with this, and they will charge your account over 4 payments. And that can be once a month, twice a month, whatever you want. And you can make payments. It's just like buying on like QVC or on the Home Shopping Channel. If you've ever watched those and they say you can buy this and you can just make 4 payments, no extra cost, no interest, just they divide it, you know, it's $40. You can make 4 $10 payments. You can do that with this, with the Klarna app. So if you say, I really want the $42 one, I don't even have $42. If you have like $10 or $12, you can pay that much one month, then that much the next month, that it'll come automatically out of your account, however you set it up to do. And interest-free. Interest-free. It's like having a debit card. Only it allows you to divide it into 4 payments. So, and like I said, if you just want to purchase products and you say, I don't have the money to do that right now, 4 payments. Get what you want, divide it into 4 payments. All you have to do is get that app, the Klarna app. Okay, and there are a lot of people doing that right now. There are a lot of people doing it, and it's working really well for them. Okay, so I had not heard of that when I joined, or I might have been tempted to do that myself. I probably would have, but it may have existed. I just didn't know about it. Okay, so now we're going to do her little nose. Look at her little nose. Very easy, just looks like a teardrop. Okay, I'm still going to use this same color and brush number 8. It is 8, isn't it? Yep, that's 8. See, look, ooh, you can see that pigment on there. There's so much pigment in this blush. That is why I can use this to do this with. Look, oh, I look like a little clown. But that is how I am able to use blush. Though, even though this is very pigmented, and you say, oh my goodness, how would you use that as a blush? Very sparingly. If this blush was actually created for very, very dark skin tones, and, you know, if you have very dark skin tone, light blush doesn't show up on you very well. So they created an entire line of blush created specifically for dark skin. But that doesn't mean you have to have dark skin. It just means it will work for dark skin. You can still use it for light skin. You just have to be very, very sparse with it. That's about it. That's about it, what she has there. So I'm going to leave that about like that. I'm going to add like a little layer here. This reminds me of Cheetos, this blush. I say this is the Cheeto blush. Looks like Cheetos. No calories in this though. Okay, so then I'm going to put, she has very, very orange cheeks. And they're actually just circles. She doesn't do the blush like this. But she's a Scarecrow, so hey, there we go. So let's get, I'm going to use this little brush right here. It's like a small powder brush. It's number 19. It's so cute. I love this little powder brush. And then I'm going to pick some of this up, tap some off. Cheetos. Okay, so if you were going to watch, see, you can put this on really, really light. If you, it is a stunningly beautiful blush if you put it on light. Look, it's a really warm, beautiful color. But she doesn't have it on that way. She's a Halloween figure. So here we go. We are splatting this on because we are a Scarecrow today. And I'm using this brush because it is a little softer on the edges for this. So I'm trying to get the edges of this brush to make it a little softer. Oh, it's so hilarious. That's about where she has it placed. Just about what that looks like. Kind of go around the edges. Aww. Okay. Now let's do the other, so we can get it the same place. I have never applied blush like this in my life. And would not if I was not a Scarecrow. This is definitely the Scarecrow way. But you know, if they had a Scarecrow, they probably drew little circles on the cheek. Out in the field. Let's put a little more here on the edge. There we go. And I'm just going around to kind of try to soften the edges. A little, barely. Oh, my phone just said voicemail. That's okay, we'll get that in a little while. All right, there we go. Now that's pretty much all the orange we have there. So she has these adorable little freckles. Oh, come on. Oh, that's in the wrong spot. That's why it's not going. There we are. So let's put up our blush, and let's take, what color do I think might show up for freckles? I don't know if I need to wet the brush or not. Let's try this and see if it shows up. It certainly does. Look at that. Okay, so the color I'm using right there is number 28, Ashen for Trouble, Dry. And she just has all these little freckles. She has them on her nose. Oh, it's cute. Try not to do it too even, because you know freckles they aren't even. It's tempting to want to space it even. But they aren't even if you see real freckles on somebody. Okay. Then we have some over here. I have never had freckles. Maybe like 3 somewhere, but not real freckles. I had enough blemishes in my life that I probably wouldn't have wanted freckles, because it's kind of what it looks like to me. Like, oh no, acne. Now, if I see somebody with real freckles, I don't feel that way. Doesn't look like that at all. I have pox. Okay, now let's see. She looks like she has a few up there too. Cute. That's kind of like all that she has. I wonder if I should soften that a little bit. I don't want them to look like splats of dirt, you know? Maybe I should have used a lighter color. Oh, that's a little better. They just need to be softened a little. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone before I rub them off. All right, so now we're going to get the black. Oh, you know what I have to do still? I have to do the black, oops, the black eyeshadow. So let's get, I'm going to use this. She definitely has black eyeshadow under her eye too, so I'll do that too. I'm going to use this one right here. Woo-hoo-hoo, Allie. This is Fierce Collection by Allie is what this is called. This is brand new, just was released like a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago. So let's do, where's that little brush? Not that one. There you are. I lost him. This one right here. Okay, so let's also do, let's take this one back again. This one I was doing the freckles with, and I'm going to pick up that black eyeshadow. This is a shimmery black. Now she has this all the way over. I normally don't do that, but let's go ahead and try it since that's how she has it. Because if you're a Scarecrow, I think you probably like have drawn on eyes or glued on eyes or something. Not particularly looking like normal eyes. Because she goes all the way to the corner, all the way. And they come together here too. Yep, that's what we got. That's how it looks. Okay, there we are. Now let's use this little brush number 20 and pick up this black. You gotta be real careful with black. Black can get everywhere. I don't know if this girl has her entire lids done like this or not because I can't tell. But since my eyes are hooded, it's not gonna matter. Because you're not gonna see it unless I blink. Ooh, kind of cool. Does look like a scarecrow? I don't know. Okay, so now it looks different anyway, doesn't it? No, I would not wear. I'm not gonna wear it like this normal. So let's put that aside. Now we are going to do the little nose with eyeliner pencil. And like I said, this is just a point up here, and then it's a teardrop. I don't know if I can draw it on the other side. Well, let's go on around. There. Seriously, you don't know how hard it is to do the other side. And then it has like it's sewn on, so it has these little hash marks. They sewed my nose on. That's not too bad. It's cute. Okay, now the mouth. Yes, indeed, the mouth. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this, I don't have black lipstick, so I'm going to actually line, I hope I get this off. I'm going to line my lips with this black eyeliner. I know I can get it off with our makeup remover spray. Definitely can. Take it off in a second. So I'm going to do that. I could just fill it in, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste all my eyeliner. I'd rather use lipstick. So I'm going to use our darkest enduring lip color, which is called Berry Cocoa. Berry Cocoa is actually like a dark purple. Really dark purple, but it looks really, really dark on me. Well, I kind of like the black lined lips. It's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to put this lipstick on. It almost looks black on me, doesn't it? Because I am so pale that it blacks out on me a little bit. And it's actually, look, it's actually purple. Dark purple. If you have darker skin, this won't look so dark on you. Or maybe darker lips even. I even have pale lips. Almost looks black. But just enough color. Just enough. I think I like this perfectly fine. You don't even need to get black lipstick. I'll just use berry cocoa. If you want to lighten this up, you can put a little concealer on it, but not for Halloween. Nearly looks black. Great, gives me something to do with that lipstick for me. Okay, so then it has drawn, it goes to about there. Okay. I'm going to try and do this with my... That's what she has. Okay. I'm doing this to try to get it even. Starting here. Not too bad. Okay, so then she has all these little X's where I guess we sewed on the mouth. That's a little one there. A little bit bigger here. A little bit bigger at the corner. No, it's not quite at the corner. I need some more hair. Here we go. Then they have X's through the mouth. So I'm going to draw. Let's start this way. I'm not actually drawing through my lips, I'm pretending. Because you can't tell the difference. You know what? I realized my lips are saggy here too. I'm gonna make this line thicker, see if it shows out. I have hooded mouth too. Still don't show up. It's gonna. I think she went out further and I didn't. So I'm kind of doing it now. Yeah. Getting closer. I didn't realize my mouth folded there that much. Her eyes. Foldy mouth. We're getting there. It's a little messy over here. Oh, that's the X. We're getting there. There, I think we're actually done. Except for my fun part. This is gonna be wacky. Okay. So at the Dollar Tree today, now she has black lashes. Very, very black. It looks like she has fake lashes too. Oh, how'd I do though? Not bad. Look what I got today at the Dollar Tree. They're Halloween lashes. Oh my word! They're gonna go above my eyebrows, I think. Oh, they're crazy. They're not black. They didn't have black. They had purple and orange and blue and green. And I got them all because they're $1. And I don't know if these are going to show up, but I'm going to try. Let's see what happens. They don't really have an inner or outer corner. Let's get... Oh, it comes with glue even. Well, look at that. I'm going to use my own glue, but for $1, you get lashes and glue. I'm impressed. That is super economical. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Okay, let's get my glue. My own glue. Duo Lash Glue. Green letters, that's the one with the brush. They have a pink one, a blue one. I don't know, they have different colors, but the other ones are squeeze tubes. You might be taking your life in your hands with that. It is a high risk to use the squeeze tube. You got to have some super control with that squeezing. Can be done, but it's risk. The first time I ever used lashes, I didn't know there was a brush. And I got the squeeze tube, and I actually didn't do too bad, honestly. But I was like, squeeze. Yeah, just get the brush. Get a brush. Okay, oops, let me get the other one. The key to this, of course, is letting it dry 1.5 to 2 minutes before you put it on your eye. I don't know if these last more than one I'm wearing or not, but we're going to put them on anyway. For $1, not too bad, right? Okay, let's put that back on, put that down. These are so huge. They're hilarious. I'm trying to get my hair to not look so spacey right there. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take my lash tweezers. I think I need jumbo-sized lash tweezers. And I'm going to put this. These would be cute if they were tapered. But it's not. Okay, oh, I put that right here. Wish they had black ones. They probably do somewhere. Probably the Halloween store. But they probably cost more than $1. These are kind of hard to see, actually. Oh, I feel like I'm a clown in these. Ha ha ha. Aren't they hilarious? Okay, here you go. I can hardly see. My eyes are down. They are kind of in the way. That's alright, though. They're for fun. There we go. Holy. I kind of like them. For a Scarecrow, she has black. Black is really good, but I like these. Should I go stand out in the field and see if I scare away any crows? I probably would. I would probably take birdseed out there with me, though, and feed the crows. Because I like them. You can see my blush is a lot. It shows up a lot more on my face than hers. Okay, there we go. Oh, I feel so funny talking about this. I'm losing a little bit of my... Or I missed putting this on my inner lip. Or you can see the pink. Let's just in here. There. I get it to the inside. And that doesn't show through strange. There you go. We're having fun for Halloween now. I'm going to go ahead and go. Send me a message if you need anything. And until tomorrow when we will do another look. These lashes. I think I could create a breeze with these lashes. They're funny. They don't hardly weigh anything though. They're really wispy. Okay, I'm going to go. You all have a good night. Bye. And go be amazing and put on some Halloween. Bye.